Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again in Virtual Sailor Next Generation with a beautiful day here in front of us on the beautiful Norwegian Bliss. This is our last port of call before we call it quits tomorrow, returning back to Los Angeles to end this week for everybody on board. But it has been an amazing trip here on the Norwegian Bliss. Very excited about it. And plus, this is the last time that you'll see the Bliss like this. I got a little updates that I got in mind of how I'm going to make the joy and the bliss become one. But with that aside, we are about, 15 minutes away from the dock. Well, 15 minutes from the breakwater at least. It'll be right in here. I thought we were going to have a friend with us today, Princess Cruise Line, but we actually don't. Their schedule didn't actually line up with ours. So we are running solo today. We're going about, 18 knots or so right now, so we are kind of hauling it in. Again, I'd like to be there. I never actually adjusted that, sorry. I'd like to be there for noon. Hate changing that, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that we keep it alive, keep it real. I know we're keeping it at like 40 frames a second right now. I'm going to keep it like that because I just like this water too much not to. Like, seriously. Look at this. How can you hate this? I wish there was more that I could do. Hide plants. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know there's a way you can mess with some of the water. Yeah, guys, let me know if you see something. Displacement didn't really change it that much either, so I'll keep it looking beautiful and just enjoying the water as we can as we pull up here to Ensenada. Again, we are here from noon until 7 p.m. before we head back up to Los Angeles. Let's see, did you load in yet? Yes, you did. Great. So we're going to come in here past the breakwater, past the cargo pier, and we are going to be docked right along here like we do with the Disney Wonder. And then we'll back out, turn, and head on out. We'll be our in and out here in Ensenada. But it should be a good day. This has been a really fun series. I'm excited for certain things that are coming. I have a couple other ships that have come to light here recently, including a couple Royal Caribbean ships, actually like 5 Royal Caribbean ships, a handful more Norwegian ships as well. So that should be exciting here in the future, trying to make more of a community all together. Let's see. So it should be a good time. Plus, it does seem like there is some interest if I was to make a virtual sailing website. Now, I don't know exactly how I want to do it, or even how to do it. I've made websites in the past, but that's really for posting files. I don't know how I'm going to be able to make accounts and, you know, follow up with that and the requests and stuff. So we'll see. I don't want it to be one of those projects that I'll start and then just completely abandon. I would actually want to make sure that people were to enjoy it. Checking it here, everything looks good coming in. Again, being the only ship does have its perks, so that's pretty awesome. We are going to start dipping in frame rate, so I may have to take the water out. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but it all depends on where you're loading in and what you're going to have. There's a couple ships I will be using that, unfortunately, there is no other way for us to have the ship except on very low settings. But it should be a really good time, and they're pretty detailed, so I think it'll be worth it. But yeah, I've never been to Ensenada. I've been here with the Disney Wonder before, and I was just sailing. Again, there's so many different routes that we could go with that. We're going to be here a handful of times. Let's see. Norwegian Bliss, Ensenada. Shore excursions. That's what I like to do. Plus, also tonight we have our big show in the theater as well, so that's going to be pretty awesome to have on board as well. Let's see. So we got City Highlights, which is about 5 hours. We've got Desert Nest Zipline Baja, Mexican Tradition, horseback riding. There you go. Up on the coast, $99 person. Woo! craft beer and tequila experience, tacos and margaritas, cheese cave, wine tasting, wine country, highlights and shopping. So not a lot. Plus, we don't feel like we're here that long. Again, we're here for 7 hours, so it's still got some time to it. But you got to really plan, is that all that you want to do for that day? The longest one, it seems, is about 5 hours anyway, so that'll be perfect for our peeps to be able to get off and experience Ensenada before returning back to the realities of life. One thing that somebody asked was, what was next? I'm going to talk to people about this journey, and I'll give you a little bit of both, okay? What is next for the Norwegian Bliss is, I believe we've got the Los Angeles to Miami, Miami to Los Angeles, a back and forth Panama Canal cruise. And then it'll be from Seattle up to Alaska. And that is it until the possibility of next year doing transatlantic again and doing Miami, doing a couple things over there while we get ready to head off to Southampton for a dry dock. Very short dry dock, but still a dry dock altogether. Sorry, I was just reading that. It's much longer than I thought. And then, of course, it'll do Los Angeles. So really, it goes from Los Angeles to, does a little bit of Miami, and mostly LA and Seattle. So that'll be what's next for the Bliss. What's going to be next on the channel? I don't know. I really have to get the Disney Wonder over to Australia and film those. So that'll probably be what's next, is a handful of those, just so that by the time they come out, they're not so distant from the real thing. But we've got a lot of ships in mind, y'all. We've got some wind sailing. We got some personal ships. We got some river cruises that I really want to do. I got to find some river scenery. Don't ask that question. I was about to ask somebody. I'm trying not to bug them what they have for scenery, because that's something I'm still having trouble finding. So if anybody's got an idea for scenery, you let me know too. But we've got Holland America, we've got Celebrity, we've got Crystal Cruises, Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Princess we got a lot of. We've got Canard, we've got a lot of stuff that is coming. Carnival, Costa. I still haven't been able to make itineraries for all of these yet. I haven't been able to sit down and mentally get into that space. But it's going to be a good time regardless, making sure that we're still lined up for that entrance. Let's see, I'm going to bring up the controls here. Panel, twin. I'm going to pop off the autopilot. I'm going to bring that down to there. I'm going to point us up with the lighthouse beacon here so we can make more of a swing into the port. That should be good for now. So yeah, that's what it's going to be next in, excuse me, Ship Sim Next Generation. Oh, Virtual Sailor Next Generation, I should say. So I'm super excited about that. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose the waves. Yeah, it actually didn't boost them that much, to be honest. I know Ensenada's heavy, but I don't think it was that heavy. It's pretty dense. But c'est la vie as we pull in. I'm going to leave you guys just for a little bit as we pull closer and closer to the island. I'll see you when we get ready to turn in. All right, we're just about to pull into the harbor here, getting ourselves lined up to head into Ensenada. Beautiful, beautiful day. Birds are singing. Water is calm. It's going to be a high of... Ooh, it's actually a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. It's going to be a high of 64 today here in Ensenada. It's currently 59. It's going to climb a little bit more, but I was actually rather shocked at how cold it was down there, considering how warm it is here. So a chilly day after coming out of the beautiful 70 and 80 degrees down in Puerto Vallarta and Maztlan. But it should be good nonetheless. Nice, large, sweeping turn to be able to get into the harbor here. And again, it's pretty open once we come on through. and into pier number 2. I could go into pier number 1 because we are the only one, but I'd like to give this a shot, if you wouldn't mind. But hope you guys are having a good day. I'm trying to. Mentally. Trying to. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, it's like a flight plan tool. I don't need a flight plan tool. I want a ship tool. Alright, let's kick it even more over, hard over. You know, doesn't have to be dramatically hard over, but enough to kick us in the right direction. Want to keep that speed going as well. Deteriorate a lot as soon as we start to turn, but that makes sense. I'm going to pop outside, see how we look. Oh, we look beautiful. I'm telling you, I'm loving this ship more and more. And there's some other stuff that I'm very excited for as well. Let's do this on in. Keep on watching each side. Looking good. Excuse me, my goodness. Man, these piers are so small. Gosh, I hate that zoom effect here. Gonna stay around 8-10 knots within the harbor. As we get a little bit closer, we'll duck ourselves down even more. It's just weird being here kind of midday, so it feels. Oh, don't do that. Dang it. Sorry, I just had leg surgery, and I am doing things I shouldn't be doing. All I'm trying to do is stretch my leg, and that's too much for it. Sorry, writhing in pain. I was not paying attention. Come on, I need to come back a little bit. So yeah, that's going to be me on the mend for a little while, but should it be good. I got plans to make a lot of these videos for you guys, hoping to finish up Red Dead Redemption 2. I actually got to get into that because I've been so focused on shipping. I've stayed away for a little while, and I really want to fix that because I want to finish Red Dead so bad. Man, beautiful. Also, let me know. I think I'm going to put a vote out there on YouTube anyway. Alright? Like a poll. I would like to actually get you guys involved of what's next. What ship? What journey? I think that could be a lot of fun to do. Is have a little bit more interaction with you guys of what we're doing. And of course, it takes time, obviously. And I don't want to get them out there too early. But you guys seem to be enjoying the Wish so far. So I'm keeping that as a win. Okay, that travel's good. I'm gonna pop up on deck really quick. I wanted to go check out something. Oh, that's a zoom. Don't zoom. Need some stairs out here. Yeah, see, it never put in the second one. I only put in the first flag. I have to change that when we switch out stuff for the Bliss. And Joy. Just be able to do that. But look how tall this is. This is insane. 20 decks high. Wow. Gonna kill the throttle for now. Pop back down. Actually gonna turn us this way first. Because then it's gonna be a hard shot in. Also burn off some speed pretty nicely. Children. Breathe for me. Everybody's giving a big cough here. Oh, getting worked up. I assume Danielle must be home. That's one thing that's been driving me nuts is I haven't been able to go outside. First off, I hurt my back, and I've been recovering from that. What feels like forever. And then I have the ankle surgery, which then obviously makes it so that I can't go outside. So she's been carrying a lot, and it's been driving me insane because I don't like feeling helpless. That's literally what's happening right now. Okay. Slow but sure, we're going to hard bank ourselves to start turning in. Going to watch that speed. Don't want it to go too quick, obviously, because we don't want to feel the roll. And we obviously want to make sure that we're still moving and got enough push to the propeller itself, to the rudder itself. Because right now it's acting as a rudder system instead of as a pod system. Which I'm still working on setting up controls to work with Virtual Sailor. Hoping that that might be a reality eventually. Good swing all around. How's it looking out there? Yep, plenty of room. Plenty of room. We can stay out here on the wing for a little bit. But yeah, you guys seem to have been enjoying so far the ship sim content. So I'm personally happy for that. And hope I keep on bringing it for you guys. Down to 6 knots. I give it just a bit of thruster as well, just to push the bow over. Looks good all around. Again, one of the big things people have been talking about is that we love this game and the sim and everything that it kind of can become. The big problem that we're running into is graphically, in terms of what it could be and what it should be and what modern day games look like and stuff like that. That's the only downfall that I see. I see a lot of people wishing that it was like made in a new engine and stuff like that. I just don't think that there's a large enough market for it. Think about it, Virtual Sailor and Vehicle Simulator have been essentially the same for a long time. V-Step had its own series of ship sims, which were pretty good, and Ship Simulator Extreme came out, and they definitely fell off there. And now they've got the home sim, but it's like on a subscriber base, and I don't want to subscribe to something that I might not use 1 month and end up paying $10. I've done a total of like $300 for mods and stuff for this game. That would get me 2.5 years of being able to play that simulator, the at-home one by V-Step. I think it's Nautis now. And I'm like, that's not viable of an investment for me to pay monthly. Here, I paid my one-time fee. I'm working off of the community itself to do all these things, and eventually it may be a phase and people stop making things, and that's okay. It's just kind of part of it when you get one of these kind of games. Looking good, looking grand. Let's push ourselves over. Of course, you're not going to do much while we're moving this quick anyway, but anything to kind of push us over. Wish I'd cut the turn just a little bit more, but I can't be picking and choosing. As long as we have a safe approach, I don't really care. Down to about 1.5 knots. That seems good. Do we have any drift movement anyway? Yeah. Nothing in the thrusters, so we'll just keep on getting ourselves up there, pop on outside, see how we're looking. Sorry guys, I know this moving around can be kind of hard for you guys. Look at her, come on in. Again, I kind of got an idea of how deep it is up there, but it doesn't really give me a good sight. It kind of gives me things of solid instead of depth. Yeah, that doesn't really help either. We'll keep an eye on it, though, as we pull ourselves forward. I know we got a little bit more in there. Look how beautiful this ship is. Can't get over it. I know, you're going to keep hearing me say that a lot of stuff over and over, and I think that's why a lot of people do the time lapses and the real times that I have. Then you don't have to worry about listening to my commentary. Nice. I'm just happy to be here, y'all. Engine back. Almost there, so we'll put a little bit in reverse now. Again, I would have rather kept it at 2 knots, but, you know, that was okay. Once we get to 0, we will push ourselves over via thrusters and get ourselves docked and starting up our day. Plenty of time to do so. And everybody can pack up some water, some snacks, and head ashore for a great day here. Leaving here is going to be pretty neat because we're going to back up, turn basing, out we go. But it's a little bit better than Maztlan and Puerto Vallarta at least. Alright, thruster is up to 42 for aft. We'll wait until we start to swing and then we'll bring it on the bow. Bow a little bit less because the bow is lighter. Looking good. Okay, checking that, checking this. Wind is good as well. Gonna kill the thrusters for now. Creeping forward a little bit, get us back to 0. I'm gonna give a little bit more in the rear here. That's fine, that's good. A little bit that way just to slow that one down. I'm gonna stop these actually. Looking okay. Nice and slowed. Rear's still coming around, which is good. Front's kind of stationary, so bring the bow in a little bit. There's that. Watching this. The wind. And beautiful. And the reason I do that is because if it comes in contact with the pier, instead of bouncing off it, she'll start to roll and head off into the night. So with that, we can actually take our lights out. Actually, I forgot. I got to do a couple things, and then we'll be right back. Alright, now time to drop some lines. Doot. Let's get them where they need to be. So you come on over here. I wish you'd interact with it. I wish we could change that a little bit, but at least they're in the general area. These lines are looking good. Rear lines. Whew, we are large and in charge here today. Using a lot here. 3 and 4 might be too long. Nope. Yeah, there you go, everybody. Well, let's let them know that we are here. Welcome them, good morning, give them a little bit of all what's going on, because I was not able to do so the other day, because it was too early in the morning, so let's do that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your Captain Zach speaking from the bridge. Good morning. Welcome, everybody, to Ensenada. We are just before noontime, pulling in here for a full day in Baja California, Mexico. We'll be leaving this evening at 7 p.m. All aboard time is 6:45. Make sure you check your watches and your clocks before you head ashore with one from the ship. 6:45 is all aboard this evening as we return home to Los Angeles. Don't let that get you down. I want to make sure that you enjoy your full day here in Ensenada, whether you go ashore or you stay on the vessel. We hope to see you around. Not bad. I gotta get my captain thoughts back, but I think overall they get it, even though I made my announcement from up here on deck, what, 20? Not from the bridge. But yeah, overall, we are tied up. We are ready. A little bit of horn action to let them know that we're here. And that is the best welcome that I can provide. But that's going to do it for this one, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. Welcome to Ensenada. If you did enjoy, we do try to get a video out here on the channel every single day, and we definitely have more coming of the Norwegian Bliss as we get ready to head back to Los Angeles. We got to leave Ensenada, and then we still got to pull into LA. But hope you guys are enjoying this journey as much as I am. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.